Hi, this is Lindy King. I'm with California College Transfer and I help students transfer to the UCs. This is a follow-up to my first video, which was on IGETC. That is one of the general education paths to the UCs for transfer students. And now I'm doing the second one because there are actually two paths to choose from to complete your general ed if you're planning to go to a UC. So now I want to cover breadth. If you want to see IGETC, which I definitely recommend you watch, especially if you're at a California community college, you can look for it and there'll be a link at the bottom. Okay, so let's go into, first just a quick overview like I did on the other. What is Gen Ed? Gen Ed are the general education courses that the UCs want you to take so you will be a well-rounded person with a strong foundation. These include just like history, political science, sociology, math, those kind of things, physical science, life science. And as I said, there are two transfer paths to choose from if you're planning to transfer to a UC. One is breadth, which I'm talking about now. The other is IGETC. Now, which are the ones you're going to choose? Now, first of all, IGETC is only for students who are at a California community college. So, breadth is the best path for applicants coming from a non-California community college because IGETC just doesn't exist, so you're going to have to follow breadth. And also majors with a lot of prerequisites. This would include, obviously STEM majors, and this also applies if you're at a California community college. Between breadth and IGETC, generally a STEM major should choose breadth. I mean, there are exceptions, but generally that would be the case. The reason being, by the way, there's less courses to take because STEM has got so many requirements. You'll never get through it all if you're trying to do IGETC and the major courses. So, okay, so let's do now. The UCs have the minimum admission requirements, and this is breadth. So I'm going to go over it right now, which is the bare minimum breadth is 7 courses, which I'm going to go over. By the way, IGETC has approximately 11. Each college and major at each UC has different breadth. Some colleges and majors may want more courses than the minimum I'm going to talk about now. Some majors or colleges may want different courses. And breadth does not have to be completed, but you must finish it at the UC. So sometimes it's good, especially if you're missing a lot, even if it means taking an extra semester wherever you're at, if you're not paying a high tuition, because you're going to have to finish it. So sometimes if you don't get it all completed, that means you have to take an extra semester at the UC. So you need to weigh that when you're making your decisions. So let's go through the 3 areas of breadth, from the minimum breadth. First is English. 2 courses are required, 2 courses in English composition. Now, this is where it's a little funky because if you're going to a California community college, but you're doing breadth, because maybe you're doing engineering, you want to do breadth, you need to look at each college and major because some breadth may want a composition critical thinking course instead of just plain composition. They'll want 1 English composition and 1 composition / critical thinking blended course. So you need to look at that. These blended courses, composition, critical thinking, are only at the California community colleges. So if you're doing breadth and you're from a non-CCC, California community college, then you aren't even going to have it. You'll just have to do English composition. But if you're at a California community college, be sure to look at the IGETC path and see which of the English courses you need to take. And you want to take this for a letter grade, by the way. Breadth is, the second one is quantitative reasoning or math. This is usually a stats course, pre-calculus, things like that. Sometimes you take a math test at a California community college to see where your placement is, and sometimes you might need a intermediate algebra or another remedial course before you can take the stats course. These courses are not transferable to the UCs, but you may have to take them. But that means the grade won't transfer over and it won't be calculated in the UC's GPA calculations. The last section, you need to take 4 courses from these areas. You must choose at least 2 of the areas. arts and humanities, social and behavioral sciences, physical and biological sciences. Now again, this is the minimum. You've got to look at each college and major because some will want more, some will want foreign language, and you just have to make sure you're following the right one for each college and major at each UC. So to go over the general breadth rules quickly, courses must be 3 semester units or 4 quarter units. A letter grade must be a C or better. If you take it pass, no pass, it must be the equivalent of a C determined by the California Community College. You're allowed, by the way, to transfer up to 14 semester units, pass, no pass. So that's an option there. Breadth is best for high requirement majors, as I noted. Now here's where it gets dicey, and I kind of brought that up. AP scores of 3 or more can usually be applied in select areas, but not always. You've got to look at each college and major yet again. For example, Berkeley's College of Letters and Science. If you choose breadth, you can also choose IGETC, but if you choose breadth, they will not accept AP scores for the breadth. They will for IGETC, but not breadth. Some majors may require breadth and not allow IGETC. Haas School of Business is one. They will not accept IGETC. And by the way, their breadth is 11 courses. That's very, very complicated breadth. The UCs make the determination if breadth is fulfilled. This is different from IGETC. IGETC is the California Community College makes the decision. Once they sign up, every single UC just accepts it. They won't even question it. But each UC and each college is going to look at that breadth to see if it's fulfilled. So how to find your GE path? Go to assist.org, find your major at each UC, and read if it recommends IGETC. It's usually written right up there at the top. And as I said, high requirement majors usually do recommend breadth. And also check the colleges, check the major at each college, the actual page for the major for the GE path recommendations, just to verify. Well, that's it. So again, I'm going to urge you to look at the IGETC one. If you're at a California Community College, make sure you look at that video to get the overview on that Gen Ed path. This is it. If you need to contact me, here's the information. Again, I'm also the author of How to Transfer to a UC from a California Community College. It's on Amazon and iTunes. And I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.